Hello, and welcome to Worth the War. My name is Kimmy. The purpose of Worth the War is rethinking love and relationship and sparing hearts by preventing abuse. If you think we can do a better job with love and relationship than we're doing today, you have found the exact right channel. Today's topic is rethinking love to spare hearts. The goal of Worth the War is to spare hearts ultimately. So we are going to spend a little bit of time and just kind of do a little departure from our normal interview format or our normal research or cultural topic format so that we can look at some of the quotes that have really found some traction on our other platforms and just talk a little bit about some of the ways that they will actually help people to prepare for a relationship in a way that will help them navigate the waters of abuse and prevent it. Our first quote is, "We can stop the bleeding, clean up the mess, bandage the wound, but wouldn't time be better spent avoiding the cut?" As you can see, this is really the hallmark quote of Worth the War, and we know we have a lot of people in the space of helping people have healthy relationships. Unfortunately, a lot of people in the area of helping people heal from abusive relationships, but just not so many in the space of preventing them to begin with. Our next one is, "When you feel like you've been slipping your whole life, real love is solid ground." One of the points that we try to drive home is there's a difference between modern love, which is transactional, and real love that is actually a give and take that grows over time. Our third one is, "Love is a choice with feelings, not the other way around." One of the major points that helps people to avoid abuse is to understand that we need to stop listening to what someone says about how they feel about us and start looking at how they treat us. So love, in effect, is not a feeling as much as it's a verb with feelings. Our fourth quote is, "Train your hope to tie you to love, not neglect." This quote was very important because it basically highlights the point that we need to actually have our hope be something that ties us to a relationship that is mutual and healthy. And unfortunately, in a fairy tale culture, we often are training our hearts to look for something that is magical and possibly more about being saved than actually choosing a love that is mutual and healthy. So we need to look at what is it that our idea of love is bringing us. Our fifth quote is, "If we invite wisdom, our love will take us places our fear cannot follow." This one hit home to a lot of people because essentially it reminds us that in no other area of life do we just wing it. When it comes to our health, we don't just wing it with the doctor. When it comes to our finances, we don't give our financial planner carte blanche to lose all our money. But when it comes to love and relationship, we were raised and we're raising another generation to think it's all just going to work out. Maybe inviting wisdom into the choices we make into our relationships could actually prevent some of the suffering and abuse that comes with not being prepared to navigate the waters of abuse and unhealthy love. Our sixth and last quote is, "When the lips say I love you, but the life says they don't, baby, cover your ears." This really just brings home the major point of Worth the War, which is love is a verb. And if someone is promising you a future and they're making it sound really beautiful, that still doesn't mean that you need to trust the words and not look at the actions. And if there is one action that we could teach our little hearts in our circle and the hearts that we know of people who would like to find a healthy love and relationship, it's to listen less and watch more. Thank you so much for taking the time to be here and just looking at some of the hallmark messages of Worth the War as we rethink love and relationship to spare hearts. I hope you'll join our community by subscribing below and pressing the notification bell, and also joining our communities that are listed down below as we grow a voice to help people rethink love and spare hearts along the road. We can't do it without you. Thank you and have a great rest of your week.